Hello everyone. Today we're going to be doing my famous salmon cake recipe, and we're going to be making buttermilk biscuits. Buttermilk biscuits are just plain biscuits to go with the salmon cakes. So tune in so you can see the rest. Okay, so when you're doing the salmon cakes, you have to debone the salmon. They have like really fine bones in them. You don't have to worry about those. Those are going to break down. But the ones that you really want to take out are these right here, the neck bones. So a lot of times I just pull it all the way apart. And a lot of times they'll be right here. And so it's easy for you to just take them right on out. You might lose a little bit of salmon, but it's better than choking on my neck bone. I promise you. And then what I do is I try to make sure I don't feel any bones in there. That's one thing you don't want to have any bones in your salmon cakes. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and add the ingredients to the salmon cakes. We got half of a green pepper, half of an onion, and depending on how you want your salmon cakes to taste, you can season it how you would like it. But I like mine a little spicy, so I do hot sauce. I can open it. So this is about 2 tablespoons of hot sauce. All right, and the mustard really makes the salmon cakes. It really does. And 2 tablespoons. I'm eyeballing it, but you can use your measuring spoons at home. And then the mayonnaise, always be careful how much mayonnaise you put in. You're gonna do 3 tablespoons. 3 tablespoons of mayo. All right, and then so I have this Creole seasoning. You can use Cajun salt, or you can use salt and pepper. You use garlic. You can do any seasoning that you would like, but I like spicy and I like Creole seasoning, so that's what I chose to do today. So you don't want to put too much seasoning because a lot of the stuff that you put in here already has salt in there, as far as the mustard and the hot sauce. So I would just say just do it sparsely. And so that may be like 1 tablespoon of seasoning, and then you're gonna do about half a cup of flour, and the flour is just going to be used to hold the salmon cakes together. So you can use a measuring cup like I said. What I make these so much that it's comes second nature to me. So I'm going to mix these up, then I'm going to show you the consistency. Alright, so now that I have the salmon cake mixture all put together, I'm going to go ahead and start on the biscuits. Okay, so I have about 3 cups of flour right here, and I got 2 sticks of butter. I'm going to do about 1 tablespoon of salt. You can add a little sugar in here if you want to. It's really a simple recipe. And so the biggest thing is, I can just use my hand. The biggest thing is you just want to incorporate the butter into the flour, and almost to like pea size. Well, yeah, it's almost non-existent, so that all the biscuits have butter, margarine, whatever you want to use, or shortening within it, so they're nice and soft. Nice and soft. I love soft biscuits. All right, so as you can see, the butter is incorporated into the flour. It smells really good too. So now I'm going to dig a well into the bottom of the bowl, and I'm going to start adding milk. As you can see, I'm making a mess too. I mean, making biscuits can be pretty messy sometimes, and I'm short, so my arms is little. There we go. And so you're going to use probably about 2 cups. I wouldn't even say 2 cups of milk. That's probably half a cup right there. And so I'm just going to incorporate. This is the part where it gets really messy. You can use a spoon if you want to, and you can use gloves. Okay, so I mixed everything together. That's how it should look. And I went ahead and put some flour up here. You can spray a little Pam if you want to, if you need it to stick. And just make sure you put a little bit of flour to the side because you're gonna have to cut out biscuits. Here we go. All right, so make sure you put flour on your hands too, because this stuff really sticks. So you just want to create layers in your biscuits. These make for really soft biscuits. You just want to work it out just a little bit, not too much, because you don't want to overwork the gluten strands and have tough biscuits. So I'm probably gonna fold it over one more time and then spread it out. And so you can use a rolling pin, you can use your hand. It's really up to what you have in the kitchen or what you want to do. It's not really a big deal, but you want to try to make sure that it's even so that all your biscuits are going to cook evenly once you put them in the oven. All right, so this is actually a pretty good height. That's probably maybe ½ an inch. So I don't have a biscuit cutter, so today I'm going to be using a glass. Yes, kind of good, but you just have to be innovative sometimes. Okay, so with using the glass, you're going to need to keep putting flour on the rim just to make sure it doesn't get stuck. So now that I have the biscuits in the pan, you see you want to have them kind of close together so that they won't dry out. And I just buttered the pan with some butter. After I put these in the oven, I'm going to go ahead and start on the salmon cakes. Using my cast iron skillet, I just put a little bit of vegetable oil in here. We're just going to wait for it to heat up. And then we're going to start putting the salmon cakes in here. You want to have a decent amount of oil in, so that you get a nice crust on the salmon cake. You can make your salmon cakes as big as you would like. I think this is a decent amount. That's probably about maybe 2 to 3 ounces. And as you can see, the oil is pretty hot. And I'm probably only going to be able to fit maybe one more in here. You can make them in batches. And you're going to let them cook on one side for about 3 minutes. And then flip over and repeat. And then we're going to wait for our biscuits to come out the oven. As you can see, it's developed like a nice crispy outside. So I went ahead and flipped them after the 3 minutes. And they should be done shortly. Alright, so this is the finished product of the salmon cakes. And the biscuits. Yes, Lord. You put a little honey on there you want to. Put a little strawberry jelly on there. I made me some eggs to go with it. But this is the finished product.